Hello, my hearties. A very good evening to you. It's just me, Scottie McClue. Welcome. It's 5:45 on the evening of the 13th of September 2023, and I thought I'll pop up and just say a quick hi to see how you're all getting on. So, dinky-doo, and a very, very warm welcome to every single one of you. Now, tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 that Scottie McClue is live. Let them know what's actually happening and come on and join us. Hi. Hi, everybody. Dinky-doo, who have we got there? Oh, my goodness me. Difficult to see tonight. Hi. Hi to Cruz and hi to Anam. Lovely to have you with us and a very, very warm welcome. Now then, also, we are live on the old YouTube channel. Good evening, Scotty, says the wonderful Frank McElroy. Hello, Frank. Dinky-doo, I hope you're well. And a special welcome to you, of course. Dinky-doo, lots and lots of you joining us. Let us know where you're watching from. That always makes it even more interesting if we've got people from all over the world watching Scottie McClue. Hashtag Floatie, the first lord of the internet. There you are. I tell you, from Glasgow. Thank you very much, Nikki, from Glasgow. And Dinky-doo, I say to you, so there we are. Can you please say hi to Bo? Of course, I can say hi to Bo. Yes, good as always, says Frank. Always been busy the past few weeks. I hope you're well also. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Frank. Very, very well. And very, very busy like your good self. We hardly get a moment. So I say to you, and Dinky-doo. Now then, who else have we got here? Good evening, Scotty, says the wonderful Susan. Good evening, Susan. Always lovely to have you with us, I can tell you. Can I get a shout out, Scotty? Yes, of course you can, Daniel. There we are. Donald Trump for president this year. I think that's what the world is looking forward to. I can tell you. So there we are. Fantastic stuff. So let's hope the Donald makes it big style. Lovely to have so many of you with us tonight. Please, every single one of you, follow me up to the top left, click the plus, that's it sorted. If you look at the bio, if you haven't been to the YouTube channel, please visit and subscribe. Daniel says, do you support Trump? Well, I think the world supports Trump, to be honest with you. Do you know, they want him in there. Stay fabulous. I thank you very much, Paul. You stay fabulous as well. Hi, Scotty, Dinky-doo. Hi, everybody, Dinky-doo. And a very, very warm welcome. Are every single one of you following? Why would you be on the internet if you're not following Scottie McClue? What would be the point in that? I say to you. So there we are. I hope you're keeping well, brother. Sing Caledonia, please. Liam, I would love to sing Caledonia, but we would be hit with a copyright strike. Here's somebody on the telephones. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hello.
Hello.
It's Brody.
Brody, Dinky-doo. How lovely to hear you. Oh, hello. Everybody's shouting and bawling in the background. There we are, Dinky-doo. But that was very nice. OMG, Dinky-doo. Hi, everybody. Dinky-doo, I say to you. Lovely to have you with us and a very, very warm welcome. Get following as soon as you possibly can. Have you all subscribed to the YouTube channel? You'll see it all if you look at the TikTok videos. Dinky-doo Scotty, says Maheen. Dinky-doo Maheen. So there you are. Wonderful, wonderful. There's Charlie. Dinky-doo Charlie. Oh, my goodness me. Yes, we've got some red roses up there, but only give them if you can. It never costs you anything to watch Scottie McClue. We're 100% free at the point of delivery. That's what I say to you. I say, hey, Scotty. Hello, Janice. Dinky-doo. Lovely to have you with us and a very, very warm welcome. Hello from Portree, says Gary. Gary, I'm looking right now as I look up at a picture of Portree and the row of properties at the harbour. Then you've got the trees behind. And is there a castle up in the trees? I would love to know. And I don't know if you're a Gaelic man, but I say to you, Cabraha'u and Hakama. There we are, fantastic stuff. What part of Scotland are you? I'm from Edinburgh. Well, we're in the west coast of Scotland. I don't know if you're old enough to remember Scott FM radio. There we are, Scottie son, Callum son. How lovely to have you with us. Maybe our man in Portree will let me know what's in the trees up above the pier. There we go. Fantastic stuff. I'm from Irvine, Scotty. Janice, we love it. Do you know the Boothtree Hill? Boothtree Hill in Irvine. And I used to love the Magnum Centre. Somebody said it's not there anymore. I don't know. Have you still got the Maritime Museum? How good was that? I say to you. Now then, what have we got here? I hope you're keeping well, everybody. How'd you get the phone set up for a phone in Scotty? Grumpy. We can take a call on the phone now. You just dial the number. Inverary, says Ryan. Ryan, I know Inverary very well. Inverary Castle, the seat of the Campbells. I'm looking at, in fact, a picture of the funeral of the late Duke of Argyll. What about that? You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hi, it's Connor. So my dad said he remembered you from the video and he really loved you.
Oh, wow. Well, tell your dad he is an absolute top man, Connor, and DINKY-DOO. How fantastic is that? There we are. Lovely, lovely. I say so. So what have we got? Oh, well, I can't actually comment on another pie retailer, to be honest with you. There we are. Did the Douglas clan lord over Lesmahago? Well, Douglas and Angus, you see, the Earl of Angus was your man out there, the Douglas and Angus estate, and there was Douglas Castle, which was known as Castle Dangerous, and it gave its name to a wonderful bagpipe tune. Now, can I remember Castle Dangerous? No, that's Glencalla Castle. Dee da 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 rum da dee da 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 dee 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 da 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 dee 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 da dum da dee dee dee. There we are. That's Castle Dangerous. I say from Blantyre, from Blantyre. Are you from High Blantyre or Low Blantyre? I ask you. Good man. There you go, Siggy. Lovely to have you all with us. And a big DINKY-DOO, I say to you. Now then, who have we got here? Let's just sort that. There we go. Fantastic. Well, we'll set up the phone in right now, Grumps. Looking to get set up? Yes, indeed. You get yourself sorted out and come and join us, Mr. Grumpy. How's it looking, guys, on the YouTube channel? Have you subscribed? Have you gone and given me a thumbs up now? I want 6 thumbs up. Okay, thumbs up, I say to you. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hi, can I get a large pizza with a large Diet Coke, please?
I don't think you're on to the right number. There we are. Who have we got? Coatbridge, fantastic. Low Blantyre. Low Blantyre. Blantyre, I know where you are. Absolutely. You're just doing it. The carriages there. Am I right? How fantastic is that? Into the main street. We love it. Fantastic. A beautiful part of the world, guys. Now then, I need more followers. Why is everybody not followed? We have had 150 million people have looked at all the TikTok videos. Have you looked at them? Or have you just joined us? There we go. You're looking well, Scotty. Good evening from Dollar. Are we up the road? Oh, I know Dollar. I love Dollar. And you've got that beautiful building, the Dollar Academy. You've got Castle Campbell. You've got Main Street Castle. What else have we got out there? Absolutely amazing. Blair Logie. Oh, am I right? Alva. How am I doing for the Hillfoots? So there we go. Anton has joined us. Anton, how lovely to have you with us. And a big DINKY-DOO to you. I say to you, fantastic stuff. Now then, lots and lots of calls coming in, but I think we're not going to have time. We've only got 5 minutes, guys. 5 more minutes. Fantastic. I need another 25 followers. Have you followed? I say to you. There we are. What's happening, bro? Oh, lots are happening, bro, on here. I can tell you that. Who's saying that? It's difficult to see. You've got some knowledge of Scotland, sir. Oh, you have to have. You can't just pop up and try and blag Scotland. You've got to know your stuff. So there we are. I'm upset. I had a weird day. I'm upset. I don't know. But it just came flooding in. Do not worry, Razzie. What I would say to you, Razzie, is look at the Scottie McClue TikTok videos or go on the YouTube channel and enjoy yourself there, and you will be amazed how it picks you up. That's what I say. Lots and lots of people coming in on the old calls here, guys. Where were you born? Where you say, I wasn't actually born, I was knitted. That's the whole thing. So there we go. Fantastic stuff. Now, let's get rid of Johnny. Johnny's a bit silly. Johnny has an IQ of 1, I believe. Is that right? There he goes. Can everybody shout bye, Johnny? There you go. That's it. Right, sorted him. Yes, don't be rude, Anton. There's never any need for rudeness on here. That's why Johnny just got himself put down the Swanee. Johnny down the Swanee. I say to you, anybody that's rude, cheeks up, uses a rude name, doesn't address Scottie properly, lifetime ban away. You're absolutely no use to us, I say to you. That's the stuff. Now, question, how many Monroes are there? I'm trying to think, is it something very high? Is it like 400 or something, 406 or something like that? So there we go. I tried to phone there, Scottie. Kareem, try again and we'll see if we can get you on. There we are. And get the chat going. Give us a wee catch up. That would be excellent. So, guys, Kareem was phoning there. We'll see if we can get him on. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
DINKY-DOO, Scottie. Kareem, how are we doing?
What about that? How magic are we, Kareem?
That's brilliant, Scottie. Listen, I thought I would phone because I think it's a tragedy. Obviously, what happened about the football, but something else, and it's more in your field to do with radio. And shall we say, another one bites the dust.
Oh no!
And I'll say the station because it doesn't exist anymore, Scottie. But it was Pure Radio Scotland.
And is it gone?
They stopped this morning, put it on the radio, and it was not coming up. And I went into work and I did a wee Google search, and it's closed. So the message out on their Facebook saying it was fun while it lasted. It lasted 4 years, and they weren't getting across to the listeners.
Well, what a shame. I'm sorry to hear that because I know there's a lot of talented presenters. And I actually would have been keen to go on that myself. But I don't know if they're quite keen on,
Absolutely fantastic on that show.
Shame.
What you do.
Yeah, I think we might have, I've got a reputation for saving radio stations. There was one that sadly, because of a stewardship problem, I only managed to save it for a couple of years. But the one I started, how long ago? Wait till I see now. 33 years ago is still doing very well. Scott FM were doing very well, and then they got bought and somebody didn't quite get it. And that's a shame because I would love to have had a shot at Pure Radio and seen if we could build it up,
Well, they said, I've forgotten the main presenter's name again. You've worked with him in the past, Scottie. But
was it Robin? Yes, Robin Galloway.
Yes, Galloway.
Yes, he's excellent.
He quoted saying that it didn't have the right marketing. And I think I was quite upset, Scottie, because like yourself, during lockdown, you were on every day, you were there for the people, you had your talk show, but also that radio station was on, and it's, you know, yourself and the radio station, it helped me get through lockdown, and I'm sure many other people. But they said the marketing wasn't right.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm just very sorry to hear that, you know. Well, Scott FM did some great marketing at the time. And then when Scottie appeared, we just went for it. And then word of mouth took on, you know, took off. I don't know what one would say.
I don't know if it's to do with, in terms of, you know, when they do PR and there's always money, and then they always try to find ways to save money. But for me, weekly, what I would be doing is getting into the supermarkets, doing the prize drawers, getting into the shopping centres, so people know that's pure radio. Right, yes. Okay, great. What are they giving away at £200? Fantastic. You know, these things, that's what gets word of mouth. That's what.
Kareem, can I tell you, when Scottie McClue was on Scott FM, if you'd given away a £5, the competition would have been massive. Do you know what I mean? Because it's to do with a bit of fun. It's to do with the nonsense. And the problem is a lot of radio stations, I mean, I don't know a great deal about, you know, the ins and outs of a particular station, so I'll not go down that road. But a lot of it's to do with fun. And you know, you can't really just say, we'll just play the music and be the same as other stations. You've got to have the chat. And I can remember the same wonderful Robin that you were talking about there. He and I used to do a handover in the morning.
Yeah.
And the handover was, dare I say, nonsense. We just had a laugh.
Yeah.
And he was Feather. I was Feather. And he was Feather's Wayne, the bairn. There was the bairn and there was Feather. And we just had nonsense. Now, the audience went through the roof for that handover. Because there was banter. Do you see what I mean?
Well, I think as well, it comes down to two things, and I think it says a lot about people here as well. Are they happy to listen to a radio station that's just like a robot, like the rest? Yes. Or are they wanting something different? I think it might be a bit of a combination of both, because I do think they could have continued with the PR, with the marketing, going places, getting that card, getting hype, getting social media, you know, and as you say, having fun. That kind of stopped. You know, you've got the other ones which we won't name. They did do that, but they're not doing that just now. I think that's something they're missing. They need to start that up again.
Well, you see, if you look at the news is terrible. It's desperate. Now, all the news channels are doing is reporting what's happening in the world. And what's happening in the world, there's terrible, terrible tragedy and everything. But if you have too much negativity and too much fear, Kareem, then what kind of quality of life are people having? So that's why I say, well, look, we are very aware of what's happening in the world. We're very aware that there's huge negativity out there and what have you. But can we also have a bit of fun for people who want a bit of fun?
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. I don't listen to the news much anymore, Scottie, on the TV, because it's all the same. It's just told differently from whatever.
Well, I'll listen now to the top story, and then it's usually pretty tragic, and then I'm afraid that's it, because you know, there's so much sadness about that. People are not needing that in their life. It's not being balanced with joy.
Yeah.
And we need, you know, we need joy coming out. There needs to be joy. Otherwise, you know, what's the point in any of it? Do you see what I mean? And I would say to the very wealthy people, or what is it they're calling them these days, the elites, start bringing joy to the people. You know, all your trillions of pounds, they're not going to do you any good. You can only wear one suit. You know, it doesn't matter. Somebody once told me, do you know, he's got 7 bathrooms in the house, Scottie. I said, well, you can only use one at the one time, you know, and all that sort of stuff. And it's just a little bit strange. And I think the problem we've got with trillionaires and billionaires and even multimillionaires is that they've kind of lost joy in life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all very well saying, we're rich people, you're little people, you're nothing, we're somebody. Because in actual fact, they're going to be spending their days having to guard their money.
Yeah, yeah. And if it's not from other family members, it's from other people in their elite group trying to take money or steal. X, Y,
all
Z.
this stealing. And really, at the end of the day, and also, the idea that they want to own everything because they think they'll be happy. We want to own everything and be happy. Well, in actual fact, you can't own things; you curate them.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, a car you buy from somebody and then you sell it to someone else. A house, you buy it or you rent it and then you give it over to someone else.
Yeah, yeah. Well, at the end of the day, Scott, if you've got a happy public, you've got a productive public, and you have a public that will spend money.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think the politicians have completely lost that plot. When did you last get a laugh watching the House of Commons?
Yeah, yeah.
When did you get a proper laugh?
It's embarrassing when you watch. When you hear them screaming and shit, and I know it's like the pantomime effect that's always been tradition, but I actually feel embarrassed that we've got grown adults acting like that.
Yeah,
it's
especially at the moment when people are suffering. Now either they come clean and say, look, people are suffering intentionally. That's why we've put these policies in to make people suffer. Or, sorry, we actually have got quite a lot wrong and we're trying to put it right.
I think it's I'm all right, Jack. That they're all linked to certain organisations, business and boards, and or getting contracts for family members or friends. So they're all in it for themselves. And
well, that's your problem. You've been voted in by the public. Well, I know a lot of the present mob haven't, but you've been voted in by the public. Look after the public and they'll look after you. I've always looked after the public and they've always looked after me. Here's a guy here, right here, this one, Kareem. I hope you're not a communist, Scotty. What kind of halfwit would come out with a comment like that? You know what I mean? I hope you're not a communist. I mean, for goodness sake. There's somebody that hasn't listened to a word I've said.
No.
Not a word.
But I just thought I would come on to
Kareem, well, I'm very sorry. Whenever a radio station goes down, because I know the people will have fought valiantly.
Yeah.
And I'm just sorry that I didn't manage to get on there and see if I could do some business for them,
Yeah. I hope, the Facebook page has 27,000 followers and likes. I'm just hoping a lot of people are going to stop and really, should we get something back?
Even if
you radio stations all the time that crop up.
Even if you went live on the Facebook page, do Facebook Live or something like that. Do what we are doing here. Kareem, I don't know if you saw the latest figures, but I think was it 19.6 thousand I had this week.
Right, excellent.
Now, that's not bad for starters because, although we've been doing the YouTube a while now, we're only really starting to build up,
Well, it's the same thing that they've said about that radio station. I think it's trying to keep getting the name out there, get people talking, and I think people will listen if they know, but you know what it's like. It's a tough market out there. They've got other.
Of course it is. Listen, there's lots of media out there, but I just would like to have had a chance to see if it could have helped out. Do you know what I mean? I've got 2,100 likes here, Kareem.
Yeah.
We've had 1 million viewers to the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We must have had about 150 million to the TikTok.
Yeah.
And as I say, that's just one platform, coming up for 20,000 a week. Now, that's effectively for doing the 1 hour on a Saturday night. Yeah. So Scottie McClue can get 20,000 for starters for 1 hour a week. You know, there's a lot of potential out there for a chat show, isn't there?
There always is, Scotty, but as you say, there's these producers that are robots that just,
Well, it's convincing. It's convincing the bosses. Do you know what I mean? I should maybe have phoned them up and pushed it a bit and said, "Look, why don't you try it for a couple of weeks?"
Yeah. No, I agree, and I think people will follow you, and that show or that station will go through the roof. It really will. If the people coming on to listen and take part in your show.
You're a top man, Kareem. Lovely to hear you as always, and we will catch up soon.
DINKY-DOO, speaking Saturday.
DINKY-DOO. I look forward to it. Cheers now. For a fine fellow. That's our Kareem. Very good. I'm very sorry to hear about any radio station that's decided that's it. I've been there a few times, and we've managed to save the day. And I don't know if I can do anything there. It'd be worth looking at, wouldn't it? Guys, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, can you please, it seems to be quite a good picture. Why is that lamp shimmering behind me? Because it doesn't shimmer when I turn around and look at it. Any of you experts out there in television, let me know. There we are. Frank says, have a good evening, Scotty. We'll catch you longer next time. No bother, Frank. We're going to be going in 4 minutes anyway. There's a 250 Monroes, says Amy. Right? DINKY-DOO, mate. It's Rabid Canvas Lang. Hope you're well, Robert. We're always well when we hear you. Can I have YouTubers subscribing and giving me the thumbs up bottom left of the picture? That would be amazing. What else have we got here? Hi, Scotty and everyone, says Amy. Just joined us. Just get in from work to a Scotty live stream. I know we popped up a bit early tonight, Amy, but it's lovely to be with you. Can somebody tell me how many subscribers there are on the YouTube channel? Here we've got one here. What did you think of the Scots booing the national anthem at Hampden? I think it's disgusting and disgraceful. These aren't really Scots. These are Neds who should hang their head in shame and should be transported out of Scotland on the earliest train. We should extradite them to, I don't know where you would send them, maybe do a deal with Rwanda. Remember, the government were going to do that for the illegal immigrants. But that doesn't seem to have come to pass, but we might be able to send anybody that boos Scottish football. I think that the clubs should ban them and say, if you can't sing the national anthem, you should be a wee box when you're buying your ticket, and you have to tick that you know the words of the national anthem, and you will sing it properly. So there we are. DINKY-DOO, fantastic tea. So there we go. Have a great evening, Scotty. You too, Susan. Always lovely to be with you, I say. Put your phone camera to the TV remote and you'll see it pulse. Wow, that's interesting. So why is the lamp shimmering then? Or has it stopped? I think it's stopped, guys. There we go. Fantastic stuff. Now, I'm going to have to dash off. Get following on the old TikTok, please. All the TikTokers and the YouTubers. Fantastic. Please get following as well and get subscribing, I say to you. 1 more minute. Lots of new videos up for you. So I hope you'll have a good look at these and share them. Very, very important. Hello, mate. You all right? Hello, Saul. Lovely to have you with us. And DINKY-DOO, I say. Thank you for everybody who's contributed. Thank you for the red roses. Thank you for 2,300 likes. How amazing is that? I say to you all. A shout out for the Mary Hill. DINKY-DOO, Mary Hill. Lovely to have you with us. And a very warm welcome from Scottie McClue. I'm a good Mary Hill man, I say to you. DINKY-DOO, everybody. Thanks for watching. Take great care. Have a lovely night and stay fabulous. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. Bye-bye. And you beautiful YouTubers, what can I say to you except ta-ta? And again, are we ready? After two, ta-ta.